Hi, how are you? It's OGmuse here with another video. Today, excuse me, like I'm literally I'm falling apart. Today, what I'm gonna talk a little bit about is finding your purpose. I know that my last video, it was kind of like my introduction video to Chasing Purpose, this series that I'm going through. And one of my pet peeves in life is when people tell me to do something or tell me I need to do something or fix something and they don't tell me how. And that's literally one of my pet peeves. So I don't want to do you like that. I don't want to leave you out there like that. So what is your purpose? Finding your purpose, finding why you were put on this planet. Why were you put on this planet? What brings you joy? What brings you happiness? What makes your soul leap? Those are all questions that you have to go deep within to ask yourself. My little journey to finding my purpose, I was actually pretty fortunate because my parents have drilled the concept of living out your purpose my whole life. My mom and dad, from I think the age of 5, like I don't even know, like all I knew was art and music. That's all I knew. From the womb, I'm talking. I was going to symphonies. My mom would take me to art show, teaching me how to look at art, how to appraise it. I really, they knew that I was gonna come into a world, a reality, where we would be able to create that, So they were just like, okay, what is your purpose? What do you love? So we can flourish that. So I'm very, very highly favored, I would say. But a lot of people don't think about that. They just go through life for the turn up. They go through life, oh, this feels good, and this feels good, and this feels good. And that honestly is a great way to find what your purpose is. Kind of living life and see what happens. But I'm just the kind of person, I'm like, if we are on this earth and you never know what tomorrow may bring, live purposely every single day, So tips on finding your purpose. I would say three tips on knowing what you were made to do in life. What you literally, your spirit was put in your body, in your soul, in your body at the time. The reason why that egg and that sperm, like out of all trillions and trillions of chances, you were born. The reason why you were born. One, think about what you did at 5 years old. What you really enjoyed at 5 years old. Age 5 is a very defining age. You get most of your traumas by the age of 5. You learn your personality by the age of 5. That's why we're like constantly trying to break habits. But you basically become yourself at 5 years old. And that's why taking care of kids are so important. But what were you so good at? What lit you on fire? What was so important to you at 5? And I know that it might feel like, girl, I'm in my 20s. Like, I don't remember that. Think about it. What made you happy in elementary school? What gave you joy? And if you can't think of that, just think about what you did for fun as a child. If you just played, some people wrote, some people drew. It's just different types of fun ultimately. And from that, you will know like the path. Because not everybody's artistic. Not everybody's musically inclined like me. I was singing, I was writing music, I was writing books and poetry, painting. That was me. Not everybody's that's them. My friend, she told me from the age of 4 she knew she was gonna be a nurse because she was literally being a doctor on her Barbies. It's that simple. Or you like to draw, like maybe you could be a cartoonist. What made you tick when you were younger? And that will help you to know you know, what your purpose is now. 2, you have to know that it comes with time. Your purpose is big. Ultimately, your purpose has to do with the whole world, not just you. Purpose is not, it's not just about you. It's about the whole world. How am I going to affect the universe and the generations after me? Because believe it or not, you might be 20, 30, 40, 15. You gonna blink and you gonna be 30, you know, 40, 50. It's not about you. That is the key to knowing your purpose. How can you serve the greater good? When you think about that, that's when it really starts to click and it really starts to tick. For me, I knew that I wanted to work with music. That's all. I knew that music is what made me happy. I knew that helping people made me happy. I also knew that creating music, like, I'm sorry, just the ambulance. The universe trying to tell us something. We're on the right track. But anyways, we'll talk about that later. But I knew back then that I wanted to do music. So when I went to school, I started managing artists. At the time, I was dealing with a lot of insecurity. And I really didn't, I knew I wanted to be an artist myself. I was scared. So I was like, okay, no, like I'll be Diddy, you know. I'll work with artists, I'll manage artists, you know, I'll write music, I'll conceptualize projects, and then eventually, you know, I will do it. Well, eventually hit me in the face 3 years ago. Like God was like, the universe was like, here, this is what you're gonna do. Because the management, it will work and I'll be getting ahead, but then it would just stop. It would just stop and I'll be like, what? Why am I not happy with this? Because it wasn't in my purpose. It was in my line. It was lining what I needed to do, because ultimately I manage myself now. But it wasn't what I needed to do at the time, and I'm just really thankful and grateful that I listened to God's voice. I listen to the universe. I see the signs now, and that comes with waking up, and that's a whole nother video we're gonna talk about. But the third tip, don't be hard on yourself. I was so hard on myself. I still am breaking that self-judgment, attachment to what should be. It's never a should be. It will be. That's what I didn't realize. I never got that. It will be. What will be, and ultimately your purpose will prevail, and it's gonna keep calling you, because it's a calling. This ain't just a knock on the door. This is a calling. This is like Sally Mae. This is like a bill collector. This is a calling, and it's gonna call you until the end, till you're gonna keep not listening until you have to listen. And that's just the reality. So hopefully those tips were helpful. 1, what were you doing at 5 years old? What made you happy? 2, I forgot my own things. 2, make sure to, if anything, don't be hard on yourself. Self-judgment, that's just really coming back to me, because self-judgment is a really thing. Like, us as human beings, we have been programmed to judge ourselves. Where are we in life? What are they doing? This and that and the third. Like, you cannot do that. It will drive you insane, because all of us have like really unique traits and gifts that will help us to do what we need to do. And everybody not gonna be an artist, so don't judge that artist. Don't judge that nurse, and everybody not gonna be a nurse, so don't judge that artist that's still trying to figure it out. Okay, that's a little too bright. Ooh, with the highlight. So what I wanted to say is, I love you guys. Let's find our purpose together and go after it. because no time waits for no man, and tomorrow isn't promised, and you don't want to be on your deathbed. You don't want to be led by regret. You want to be led by happiness and what makes you happy. So check out my next video. Subscribe. OGmuse music. Check out my music on SoundCloud too. I know you would love it. It's amazing. It's experimental soul. So subscribe, share, like, talk to me, email me. I'm cool. I'm really cool. So I love you guys. Peace and love. And I pray that today God will give you glimpses of what you were put on this earth to do. Until next time.